Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Could a single penny be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. A humble 2007 D. Lincoln penny with a face value of 1 cent might just hold the potential to be worth $139 million. But how? What makes this small copper coin so valuable? Let's dive into the fascinating history, hidden secrets, and why collectors are going crazy over this specific coin. The history of the 2007 D penny. To understand the story behind this penny, we need to start with its origins. The D on the 2007 D penny stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary locations where U.S. coins are produced. In 2007, billions of pennies were minted in Denver and Philadelphia. The 2007 penny features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959. But why is this particular year so significant? For most pennies, 2007 is just another ordinary production year. However, some rare and unique factors surrounding specific coins from this year have made them legendary in numismatic circles. The composition of the 2007 D penny. First, let's break down the physical makeup of the coin. The 2007 D penny is primarily composed of zinc, with only a thin copper coating. This composition has been the standard since 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched from nearly pure copper coins to a more cost-effective zinc core due to rising copper prices. While this penny might seem like just another mass-produced coin, some examples from 2007 have unique errors or rare qualities that make them valuable. And this is where things get really interesting. Errors and rare varieties that increase value. Coin errors are one of the main reasons why collectors will pay big money for a seemingly ordinary penny. In the case of the 2007 D penny, a few error varieties have been discovered that make them incredibly rare. Let's go over some of these errors. Double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin die strikes the blank planchet twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect, particularly on the inscriptions like "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date. Such errors on a 2007 D penny can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. When a coin is struck off-center, parts of the design are missing. These errors are visually striking and highly desirable to collectors. A 2007 D penny with an off-center error could be worth hundreds, depending on how much of the design is visible. A clipped planchet is a manufacturing error where the coin's edge is missing due to a mistake during the blanking process. Such a mistake on a 2007 D penny could make it worth a significant premium. Sometimes, coins are struck using the wrong metal composition or an experimental alloy. Though no confirmed transitional errors have been found on 2007 D pennies, the possibility always intrigues collectors. The $139 million myth. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. How does a penny end up with a $139 million price tag? The truth lies in rumors and misconceptions that occasionally swirl around rare coins. Some online stories claim that a specific 2007 D penny was sold or appraised for this astronomical amount. However, these stories are often exaggerated or based on hypothetical scenarios. For example, if a 2007 D penny were struck using an extremely rare or valuable material, such as pure platinum or gold, it might reach such heights in value. But as of now, no such coin has been officially verified. That said, don't dismiss your 2007 D pennies too quickly. While $139 million may be an overstatement, certain rare varieties can still fetch a tidy sum. How to identify a valuable 2007 D penny? Do you have a 2007 D penny sitting in your change jar? Here's how to check if it's worth more than face value. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to inspect the coin for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Check the weight. A standard 2007 D penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, it could indicate a rare error. Look for mint luster. Uncirculated or barely circulated pennies with their original mint luster can fetch higher prices. compare with online listings, visit coin auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay to see if similar coins are being sold. This can give you an idea of market value. Record sales of the 2007 D penny. While no 2007 D penny has officially sold for $139 million, several have reached impressive prices at auction. For example, error pennies from the same year have sold for over $1,000, depending on their rarity and condition. Some flawless, uncirculated examples with exceptional eye appeal have fetched premium prices as well. The collectible coin market today. The coin collecting market is hotter than ever, with millions of enthusiasts hunting for hidden treasures. What drives this market is not just rarity but also demand and the story behind each coin. The 2007 D penny may not always be worth millions, but for collectors, owning an unusual piece of history is priceless. Final tips and encouragement. So, is your 2007 D penny worth $139 million? Probably not. But could it still be valuable? Absolutely. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and even the smallest details can turn a regular coin into a collector's dream. Don't forget to check your pocket change, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem worth far more than 1 cent. Next, imagine finding a 2000 Lincoln penny in your pocket and discovering it could be worth millions. Yes, that's right. 1 penny with a face value of just 1 cent is rumored to have a market value of up to $31 million. How did such a small coin become so valuable? Let's dive into the incredible history, fascinating features, and the truth behind the mystery of the 2000 penny. The history of the 2000 Lincoln penny. To understand why this coin has gained such notoriety, let's first explore its origins. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The obverse, featuring Lincoln's iconic profile, was designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse of the 2000 penny still showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo introduced in 1959. This reverse design remained in use until 2008, making the 2000 penny part of the final decade of the Lincoln Memorial series. Over 5.5 billion pennies were minted in 2000 at both the Philadelphia, No Mintmark, and Denver, D Mintmark, mints. So why is this coin, produced in such high numbers, now shrouded in rumors of a $31 million price tag? The composition of the 2000 penny. Like all pennies minted after 1982, the 2000 Lincoln penny is primarily made of zinc, with a thin copper coating. The switch to this composition was due to the rising cost of copper, making a penny made entirely of copper too expensive to produce. The 2000 penny weighs about 2.5 grams and has no apparent deviations from the standard specifications. At least, that's what most people think. But collectors have discovered rare and valuable versions of this coin, which we'll discuss shortly. What makes the 2000 penny valuable? Not all 2000 pennies are created equal. While most are worth just their face value of 1 cent, certain rare varieties and errors have made some examples incredibly valuable. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin features a doubled image, resulting in noticeable doubling on letters, numbers, or other design elements. For the 2000 penny, collectors look for doubling on words like Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date itself. A well-preserved double-dyed 2000 penny can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is one of the most famous errors associated with the 2000 penny. The wide AM refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in America on the reverse side of the coin. Most pennies from 2000 have the letters close together, known as the close AM design. However, a few were accidentally struck with the wide AM design, which was intended for proof coins only. If you find a wide AM 2000 penny in circulation, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000, depending on its condition. Off-center strikes and die cracks. Other valuable errors include off-center strikes, where the coin design is misaligned, and die cracks, which are small breaks in the die that leave raised lines on the coin. These errors make the coin unique and highly collectible. Uncirculated and high-grade coins, even without errors, uncirculated 2000 pennies in mint condition, graded MS 67 or higher, can command significant premiums. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC often fetch the highest prices. The $31 million myth. Now, let's address the $31 million rumor. Stories of ordinary coins selling for astronomical sums often capture public attention, but they're usually based on myths or misinterpretations. So, how did the 2000 penny become linked to such an incredible value? The $31 million figure likely originates from hypothetical scenarios where a coin possesses an extraordinary error or an unprecedented historical significance. For example, if a 2000 penny were struck on an experimental planchet or made from an extremely rare material, it could theoretically achieve such a high valuation. However, no officially confirmed 2000 penny has ever reached anywhere near this amount at auction. That said, rumors like this highlight the importance of checking your change carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon a valuable find. How to identify a rare 2000 penny? Think you might have a rare 2000 penny? Here's how to check. Inspect the reverse for the wide AM. Take a close look at the America on the reverse side. If the letters A and M are spaced apart, you've got the rare wide AM variety. Examine for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to check for doubling on the obverse side, especially on the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Weigh the coin. A standard 2000 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is significantly heavier or lighter, it might be a transitional error or struck on an unusual planchet. Look for mint luster. Coins with their original mint luster, especially uncirculated examples, are more valuable. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a rare or valuable penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Record sales of 2000 pennies. While number 2000 penny has reached $31 million, some have sold for impressive amounts. For instance, a wide AM penny in pristine condition has sold for over $2,000 at auction. Similarly, high-grade, uncirculated examples with no errors have fetched hundreds of dollars. These sales prove that the 2000 penny can indeed be worth far more than its face value. The coin collecting market today. Coin collecting remains a thriving hobby, with millions of collectors searching for rare and valuable coins. The 2000 penny is a perfect example of how even common coins can hold hidden value, especially if they feature unique errors or are in exceptional condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, there's always the possibility of finding a hidden gem in your pocket change. Final tips and encouragement. So, is your 2000 penny worth $31 million? Probably not, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. With the right error or in mint condition, your penny could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Check your pocket change, inspect your old coin jars, and keep an eye out for those rare varieties. Who knows? Your next big discovery might be just a penny away. Next, could a single penny from 1984 be worth $57 million? Yes, you heard that right. A humble coin with a face value of just 1 cent is rumored to have a staggering value. But is it true? What makes the 1984 penny so special, and how can you tell if you have one of these rare treasures? Stick around as we explore its fascinating history, unique features, and the truth behind the million-dollar rumors. The history of the 1984 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, celebrating the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse in 1984 still carried the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo, first introduced in 1959. The 1984 penny was struck during an era of high production, with billions minted at the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D. mints. So, how did a coin produced in such large numbers become the center of attention for collectors and the source of million-dollar rumors? The composition of the 1984 penny. To understand the value of the 1984 penny, we need to talk about its composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of nearly pure copper, but rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a more cost-effective composition. Starting in mid-1982, pennies were made from a zinc core with a thin copper coating. The 1984 penny follows this post-1982 standard, weighing about 2.5 grams. However, what makes certain 1984 pennies valuable is not their composition but the rare errors and varieties that have collectors on the hunt. Why some 1984 pennies are worth big money. Not all 1984 pennies are created equal. While most are worth just 1 cent, some are worth thousands, or even rumored millions, because of unique errors or features. Let's dive into the key factors that can make your 1984 penny so valuable. The famous double die obverse. The most well-known and sought-after variety of the 1984 penny is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin was improperly manufactured, resulting in a doubling effect. On the 1984 penny, the doubling is most noticeable on Lincoln's ear, which appears to have an extra outline. Collectors often refer to this as the doubled ear variety. A well-preserved 1984 double die penny can fetch anywhere from $250 to over $2,000 at auction, depending on its condition and grade. Die cracks and cuds. Some 1984 pennies feature die cracks or cuds, raised, unintentional marks caused by a damaged die. These errors are less dramatic than the doubled die but still increase a coin's value among collectors. High-grade, uncirculated coins. Even without errors, uncirculated 1984 pennies graded MS 67 or higher can be worth a significant premium. The better the condition, the higher the value, as collectors are always searching for pristine examples. The $57 million myth. Let's address the elephant in the room, the rumor that a 1984 penny is worth $57 million. Is there any truth to this claim? The answer lies in a combination of internet speculation and misunderstandings. While it's true that some rare coins have sold for millions, such as historical gold coins or unique mint errors, number 1984 penny has ever reached such astronomical heights. The $57 million figure likely stems from hypothetical scenarios where a coin possesses an extraordinary, one-of-a-kind error, or perhaps from an exaggeration. That said, the myth serves as a reminder to always check your change, because even if your penny isn't worth millions, it might still be worth much more than its face value. How to identify a rare 1984 penny? Do you think you might have a rare 1984 penny in your collection? Here's how to check. Inspect Lincoln's ear. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to examine Lincoln's ear on the obverse side. If you see a clear doubling effect, you may have the sought-after double die obverse. Examine the entire coin for unusual raised lines, cuds, or other imperfections. These minor errors can add value. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and no visible scratches. A standard 1984 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, it could be a rare error struck on an experimental or incorrect planchet. If you believe your coin is rare or valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Record sales of the 1984 penny. While number 1984 penny has sold for $57 million, several have achieved impressive prices at auction. For example, a high-grade 1984 double die obverse penny once sold for over $3,000. Similarly, uncirculated examples in top condition have fetched hundreds of dollars. These sales prove that even a common coin can become a collector's item when it features unique qualities or exceptional preservation. The coin collecting market today. The world of coin collecting is more popular than ever, with millions of hobbyists searching for rare and valuable coins. The 1984 penny stands out as a perfect example of how even modern coins can hold hidden value, especially if they feature rare errors or are in pristine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, checking your pocket change could lead to an exciting discovery. Final tips and encouragement. So, is your 1984 penny worth $57 million? Probably not, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. With the right error or in the right condition, your penny could still be worth thousands of dollars. The beauty of coin collecting is the thrill of the hunt. You never know what treasures might be hiding in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer. So take a closer look at your 1984 pennies. You might just discover a valuable piece of history. Next, could a single penny from 2013 be worth a mind-blowing $70 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you could find in your pocket change might hold the potential to make you a millionaire. But is this real? What makes the 2013 D penny so special, and why is it causing such a buzz in the coin collecting world? Let's explore the fascinating history, rare features, and the truth behind these million-dollar rumors. The history of the 2013 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The iconic design by Victor David Brenner featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, marking the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. circulating coin. In 2010, the reverse design changed from the Lincoln Memorial to the Union Shield, symbolizing unity and strength. The shield design, created by artist Lyndall Bass, features 13 vertical stripes joined by a horizontal bar, representing the original colonies and the federal government. The 2013 D penny, minted in Denver, is part of this modern era of the Lincoln cent. Over 3.5 billion were struck that year, making it a relatively common coin. So, why is this penny causing such a stir? Let's find out. The composition of the 2013 D penny. Like all modern pennies, the 2013 D Lincoln cent is made primarily of zinc, with a thin copper coating. This composition has been standard since 1982, when the U.S. Mint shifted away from solid copper coins to reduce production costs. The 2013 D penny weighs about 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. While these coins might seem ordinary, certain rare features and errors make some of them highly valuable to collectors. What makes the 2013 D penny valuable? So, what sets apart an ordinary 2013 D penny from one that's worth big money? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break it down. The most valuable 2013 D pennies are those with die errors or unusual varieties. These errors occur during the minting process and can include doubling, misaligned dies, or even cracks in the die that create unique marks on the coin. One specific error to look for is a double die obverse, DDO. If you notice doubling on the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's condition, such an error could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, resulting in a design that's shifted to one side. Off-center pennies can sell for $50 to several $100s, depending on the extent of the misalignment. High-grade uncirculated coins, even without errors, uncirculated 2013 D pennies in top condition are valuable to collectors. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch impressive prices at auction. In pristine condition, some 2013 D pennies have sold for over $1,000. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room, the rumor that a 2013 D penny could be worth $70 million. Where did this claim come from, and is there any truth to it? Unfortunately, the $70 million figure is more myth than fact. Such claims often originate from misunderstandings, exaggerations, or hypothetical scenarios. For example, a 2013 D penny with an extraordinary, one-of-a-kind error, like being struck on a rare or experimental planchet, could theoretically command a massive price at auction. However, no such coin has ever been discovered. While the $70 million figure is far-fetched, it highlights the excitement surrounding coin collecting and the potential for certain pennies to fetch incredible sums. How to identify a rare 2013 D penny? Think you might have a rare 2013 D penny? Here's how to find out. Look closely at the obverse side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling on the inscriptions, especially "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date. Examine the entire coin for raised lines, blobs, or other imperfections caused by damage to the die. Check if the design is misaligned or incomplete. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. A standard 2013 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, it might have been struck on an incorrect planchet. Get it professionally graded. If you believe your penny is rare or valuable, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase its value. Record sales of 2013 D pennies. While no 2013 D penny has sold for $70 million, some have achieved impressive prices at auction. For example, high-grade uncirculated pennies have sold for over $1,000. Error coins, especially those with dramatic doubling or off-center strikes, have fetched hundreds of dollars. These sales prove that even modern coins can have significant value, especially if they're rare or in exceptional condition. The coin collecting market today. Coin collecting is a thriving hobby, with millions of enthusiasts searching for rare and valuable coins. The 2013 D penny is a great example of how even modern coins can hold hidden value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, there's always the chance of discovering a treasure in your pocket change. Final tips and encouragement. So, is your 2013 D penny worth $70 million? Probably not, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. With the right error or in the right condition, your penny could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The joy of coin collecting lies in the hunt for hidden gems. Every coin has a story, and you never know what you might find in your pocket or coin jar. So grab your magnifying glass and start checking those pennies. You might just discover something extraordinary.